NASA's cargo module, the Raffaello Multipurpose Logistics Module, that was attached on Monday to the Earth-facing port of the Harmony module of the International Space Station through the use of the station's robotic arm.
Ron Guerin is continuing to work on the waste and hygiene compartment, which is the station's toilet. He is swapping out some air hoses and some other components of that particular device.
Hey, that's the great thing about space flight. You know, one day you're doing the most outrageous thing humans have ever done, you know, spacewalking. The next day you're fixing toilets and packing boxes.
This is Michael Stipe from REM. We wish you much success on your mission and thank all the women and men at NASA who have worked on shuttle for 3 decades. From Earth, a very good morning to you.
As you can see, a variety of crew members gathering down in the middeck of Atlantis to prepare a variety of cuisine that constitutes the all-American meal that you've been hearing about. This all-American meal, again, was conceived in honor of this final shuttle mission of Atlantis and prepared by the Food Lab folks here at the Johnson Space Center. The crew's all-American menu beginning with crackers, brie cheese, and sausage. The main course featuring grilled chicken, southwestern corn, and baked beans. And the pièce de résistance will be apple pie for dessert. The station crew will also have barbecued brisket as its entree.
I'm telling you, I've done a lot of these interviews, well, a few of them from space. The technology now is amazing. The picture, guys, you look like you're in a studio, maybe in Omaha, Nebraska or something. The shot is so clear. Is this a hoax? Are you really in space still?
See the hair?
I don't know. We're going to have to do something for you.
Yeah.
I
want to do it. I know.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Watch this. Can everybody float around for us? That was really cool, Chris. Look at her.
So cool.
Look at her.
So cool.
I think Sandy's hair is pretty much a dead giveaway.
It is.
Well, there you go. There's a pose for you right there.
Good morning, guys. Wake up. And good luck on this, your last mission. Well done.
Good morning, Houston, and thank you for that message. People all around the world love Paul McCartney's music, and boy, he can rest assured that people all above the earth love his music, too.
Atlantis ISS, please stand by for the White House.
Hello?
Hello, this is the International Space Station.
Well, this is President Obama. Who am I talking to?
Hello, Mr. President. You're talking to the Increment 28 crew and the crew of the Space Shuttle Atlantis.
Oh, that's funny, see, because I was just dialing out for pizza, and I didn't expect to end up in space.
Well, yes, sir. It's really an honor and a privilege that you took some time out of your busy day to meet with us.
Well, listen, it is wonderful to talk to you, and I appreciate you guys taking out the time from your mission. I always want to just let everybody know how personally proud I am of you and the amazing feats you guys are accomplishing in space. And I was here in the Oval Office watching you guys take off last Friday. We're all watching as the 10 of you work together as a team to conduct spacewalks and manage experiments and do all the things that are necessary to keep the space station humming. Your example, I think, means so much, not just to your fellow Americans, but also to your fellow citizens on Earth. And the space program has always embodied our sense of adventure and exploration and courage as you guys work in a really harsh environment. And I know that there have been thousands who've poured their hearts and souls into America's space shuttle program over the last 3 decades that are following this journey with special interest. And to them and all the men and women of NASA, I want to say thank you. You helped our country lead the space age, and you continue to inspire us. And Captain Ferguson, I realize that you're a veteran of previous flights, but it must be pretty special to be the commander on the last flight of the historic shuttle program.
Oh, absolutely, Mr. President. And just let me say, on behalf of all of the international partners aboard the International Space Station right now, we're all just absolutely honored and privileged to represent our home countries in this multinational effort. And to answer your question, sir, yes, it is an extreme pleasure to be just a part of this fine crew of 4 who will represent our country on the final space shuttle mission scheduled for an undocking here in just a few days and a landing at Kennedy Space Center in a little less than a week.
Good morning, Atlantis, from your friends at STS Space Center. It's time to fire up your engines. Let's hit it on relay.
Woo! And good morning to the STS Space Center. Thank you for that lovely greeting. Houston on air ground 2 for transfer.
Good evening, Sandy. Go ahead for transfer.
Okay, per all these call downs, I show everything complete in the MPLM, and it's actually chock full. The ISPs have foam on them. All the end cones are full of foam. There's random foam in the RSRs that they came up with, so we're full.
Hats off to you and your crew. You guys have done an outstanding job. Of course, there's a little bit left to do for tomorrow. But that's nothing compared to the job you guys have already done.
Well, it definitely was challenging, but everybody pitched in, and of course, I mentioned it before, we had a good plan. You guys did a lot of great groundwork getting us set, and if you guys wouldn't have done such a good job, and the folks at KSC getting stuff packed and keeping track of all the small things, it would have been a nightmare for us. But it really did go smoothly for all that we were working really hard, and we can't even tell you how much we appreciate all the work you guys did on the ground planning this out.
Well, I can honestly say we enjoyed it in some weird way.
Totally understand. Thanks so much for the greeting from the Daunting Station, our home. Home with some of the hardest working, most talented people who have made some incredible things happen in spaceflight. We thank you for that greeting, and we're looking forward to another great day in space.
Hey, Houston, we've gathered everybody here at the No. 2 forward hatch. We have a couple different things we'd like to do today. The first of which is a special presentation, and that presentation is a special flag. That flag was handed to me personally just a few days before launch, and the crew of STS-135, the final shuttle mission, brought it to the International Space Station. And since we've been here, we've prominently displayed the flag on the forward flight deck. We actually had it there a little bit earlier on for a public affairs event, but Doug and I, Rex and Sandy, we just really liked it. It symbolized what we were all here for, and we left it there permanently, and I think it made us feel good. Well, we have that flag, and that flag is significant not only because we brought it up on this flight, but because it also flew on STS-1. This flag represents not just a symbol of our national pride and honor, but in this particular case, it represents a goal. This flag also will be flown prominently here by the forward hatch of No. 2 to be returned to Earth once again by an astronaut that launches on a U.S. vehicle, hopefully in just a few years.
Atlantis Station, Mike on the big loop. Station is ready for undocking. Atlantis copies. Physical separation, Houston.
Houston copies.
Undocking confirmed at 1:28 a.m. Central Time. Atlantis weighs anchor from the International Space Station for the last time. 12.5 years of shuttle missions to build and service a million-pound complex at an end.
Atlantis departing the International Space Station for the last time. Thank you for your 12 dock missions to the ISS and for capping off 37 space shuttle missions to construct a orbiting research facility.
We'll miss you guys. Godspeed, soft landing, and we'll see you back on Earth in the fall. Hey, thanks, Ron, USOS lead, and to the station commander, Andrei Borisenko. We appreciate your hospitality again. Hey, when a generation accomplishes a great thing, it's got a right to stand back and for just a moment admire and take pride in its work. From our unique vantage point right here, perched above the Earth, we can see the International Space Station is a wonderful accomplishment. It was born at the end of the Cold War. It's enabled many nations to speak one in space. As the ISS now enters the era of utilization, we'll never forget the role the Space Shuttle played in its creation. Like a proud parent, we anticipate great things to follow from the men and women who build, operate, and live there. From this unique vantage point, we can see a great thing has been accomplished. Farewell, ISS. Make us proud.
A few minutes after Atlantis reaches the point 600 feet directly in front of the station, the International Space Station will begin a yaw maneuver of 90 degrees under the control of Russian segment thrusters. That yaw maneuver will occur while Atlantis is in a period of about 27 minutes of station keeping directly in front of the complex. Once the station has yawed to the proper orientation, Doug Hurley will begin a 600-foot radial fly-around of a half-lap around the complex, while Magnus and Walheim use digital cameras with high-powered lenses to snap away, collecting imagery of the longitudinal axis of the station, its modules, and its components.
And Station Atlantis, you'll be happy to know you look just as good from the side as you do from the front. Thanks, Bergie. Not sure how to answer that one, but thanks.
Almost directly above the International Space Station, you can see the varying views, the solar arrays that are angled through the beta gimbal assemblies to optimize solar array absorption of sunlight to be converted into electricity. On the far right of the axis of the space station, that is the Harmony module in the horizontal position. Basically, as you look at this view, that's where Atlantis was docked to. And on either side, those two large modules. At the bottom is the European Space Agency's Columbus laboratory. And on the top of Harmony, as you look at this view from directly above the space station, is the large Japanese segment of the complex, the Kibo module, and its external experiment platform.
And ISS Atlantis on the big loop, we're essentially complete with our fly around. We'll be coming out underneath you and should have a good view from the cupola. I'm not sure when we're going to break down the big loop, but if it's any time soon, we just wanted to give you a final goodbye. Hey, thanks, Fergie. We'll be watching you from the SM windows, and you guys look really good on the fly around from what we can see. And again, thank you so much for all that you guys have done for us up here. We really, really appreciate it.
Hey, Fergie, from the ULF-7 Orbit 1 team in the ISS Mission Control Room here in Houston, we just want to let you know that it's been our pleasure and honor to support this, the 37th mission of the Space Shuttle to the ISS. And we're proud to be the last in a countless line of mission control teams that have had the honor to watch over the ISS while Discovery and Endeavour and Atlantis have visited over the last 13 years. From this room, we've watched and supported as the shuttle has enabled the station to grow from a humble single module that was grappled by the shuttle's arm to a stunning facility that is so large that some astronauts have even momentarily gotten lost in it. You can take it from me. So, of course, the ISS wouldn't be here without the space shuttle. So while we have the communication link up for the last time, we wanted to say thank you and farewell to the magnificent machines that delivered, assembled, and staffed our world-class laboratory in space. So Fergie, Chunky, Sandy, and Rex, get her home safely and enjoy the last couple days in Space Shuttle Atlantis.
Hey, good morning, Houston, and to the great folks at the Kennedy Space Center who've cared for these vehicles for the last 30 years, a special good morning to you.
Chris Ferguson, commander of the final mission of the 30-year Space Shuttle history. I want to ask you, what do you see as the future of the American space program?
Well, we were discussing this just the other day. You know, it may seem like